Hello and welcome to Eva's House of Spirit. I'm Eva, and today I want to talk a little bit about humor and mistakes in spirituality. I kind of sometimes get the vibe that a lot of people on their path, whatever their path may be, I get kind of the sense that a lot of people get really, really, really serious about it to the point that they kind of forget that, there is humor in the world. There is room, I believe, for humor in your spirituality. If you can't chuckle a little bit, if you can't smile, maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like maybe you need to re-examine the way you're going about pursuing what you're pursuing. Only because, now don't get me wrong, I don't believe in people that speak in absolutes, but I really do believe, everybody should know how to laugh, okay? Everybody should know how to laugh. You have to laugh. Lighten up. I don't believe that, you know, spirituality should always be so somber and you gotta kind of loosen it up, let it go, be a little silly, laugh, joke. If you connect with the God concept, why would you believe, and when I say the God concept, I mean any kind of deity or deities. If you connect with that, because not all pagans do, or not all people that practice spiritual paths of one sort or another do, some kind of more connect with the concept of life or other concepts. But for those of you that do believe in connecting with or do connect with, sorry, I can barely speak, I just woke up, I'm waiting for my coffee to brew. For those of you who may connect with the God concept, why would you believe that deities can't laugh or don't have a sense of humor? Why would you ever believe that? I think every deity knows how to laugh. Whether that deity is a very light one or a very dark one, I think deities know how to laugh. And therefore, we should know how to laugh. Now, for those of you who don't believe or don't connect with some kind of deity God concept, well, damn though, still, if that's your thing, great, but damn, you still need to know how to laugh. Like, why walk around with a stick up your butt? You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of be lighthearted. I mean, I can be serious, and I am serious a lot, but then there's moments where you'll see me get silly. There's moments where you'll see me be ridiculous. Like the video I did about a mixed drink for Halloween/Samhain. That was, yeah, my husband did make the drink. Yes, he and I were laughing about the name that he gave it, green bullshit. We thought that was funny. I did think it looked really cool. And I did think this would be great for an informal party. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't be all drinking it in your circle, no, because it's green bullshit. And, I mean, come on, it's going to be kind of silly. Like, pass the green bullshit for cakes and wine. No, that's just kind of silly. But for a party where everybody just kind of gets dressed up or comes out and just hangs out, I think green bullshit would be kind of funny, you know? I mean, you wouldn't probably call it by its name if there were little children around, but, Still, regardless, the whole thing is silliness, okay? And I'm not just referring just to that video I made. I'm referring to I feel like a lot of people just need to know how to laugh. You just need to know how to laugh. Like the other day, for example, I saw this shirt and it was really cool. And it was like Jesus Christ as a DJ. And I was like, that is so cool, dude. That is so cool. I was thinking to myself when I saw that, I would totally get down with Jesus. Jesus can drop the bass on any evil, and even if it wasn't Jesus, I mean, I've seen t-shirts that had funny slogans that had to do with Odin and stuff like that. Like there was this one, it was I hung on this tree for 9 days and 9 nights or something like that. And it's and all I got was this stupid t-shirt. Or something it was really, I've seen silly t-shirts and I've seen people make jokes, but not in a mean-spirited way. I just, and you know what, I would love to hear what you think about this. I really would, because I don't know, is it just me? I feel sometimes I'm encountering tons of people that are just too damn serious, that don't know how to crack the hell up. I think more people need to crack the hell up sometimes. Put some light heart in your path, you know? Like, who wants to walk around being drab and dismal and serious all the time? Like, not me, you know? I am serious about what I believe, but geez, you know, you gotta kind of know how to laugh. You gotta kind of know how to loosen up, I think. Especially between your study and your practice, in moments where you're not like, you know, obviously, you know, you're not gonna do a little vaudeville act in the middle of a ritual, you know, but I mean, like, if you're not in a moment of active practice, or if you're not, you know, if you're not in a moment where you are trying to share some serious, like, you know, honest information with others, or if it's not, like, you know what I mean, there are moments, there's a time for everything, is what I'm trying to say in my tired, rambly, whatever. I'm trying to say there are moments for everything, and I think that sometimes I think there are people out there in the alternative faith kind of community, and I say alternative faith to kind of include everybody because there are so many of us with so many views. I think a lot of people in this sort of community sometimes forget. They forget how to laugh, or they forget to laugh. They forget to take things lightly. They take things too seriously. And it's like, loosen up. Just loosen up. Laugh. It's okay. So I'd like to hear what you think about that. To move right along, I also want to address the concept, the topic, the idea of people when they make mistakes. And you know what? Hang on just one moment. I just want to pour myself a cup of coffee because that's done brewing and I'm like staring at it in the screen of the computer and I'm like, I need my coffee. Hang on one second. It's like a tease, this coffee here. It's like a tease. It's calling out to me and I'm like dying to have some. Oh, give me one moment. I promise I'm coming back. Ugh. Alright, let me just get my creamer and my sugar. And we're going to talk about mistakes. Please forgive me, folks, that I am not sitting in front of you, but now I am. Okay. Now, okay. Mistakes. We all make them. We're all human. There is no person on the face of this earth that has never made a mistake. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're old, if you're young, if you're a priestess, a priest, if you're a novice, if you're intermediate. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. We all make mistakes. Every one of us. Every one of us. And I think that we need to see past mistakes, you know, that we make and that others make. Sometimes, I'll beat myself up over mistakes that I make. I'll be like, oh my God, that was so stupid. Like, recently, you know, I made a video about stones, and I was very tired when I made the video, and I had to put in an annotation to correct myself because I was so tired. I mentioned something that I didn't mean to say. I was talking about a method that can be used with the projective or receptive hand using like black stones. And I was so tired that instead of saying projective hand to push out negativity into the stone, I accidentally said receptive, which would have been counterproductive entirely because that would be drawing something in from the stone, and that's not what I meant to say. But I was beating myself up over it, and I'm like, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? Why am I beating myself up for that? I'm human. I'm human. You know, if anything, hey, We all have moments where you have the information in your head, you've learned it, but for whatever reason you just kind of like, you're so tired, you say the opposite of what you mean to say. We all do it. We all do it. I don't care who you are. We all do it. And I think we need to forgive ourselves as well, not be so tough on ourselves. Just like what I was saying earlier about, hey, you need to learn to laugh. We need to learn to stop being so tough on ourselves. And I think a lot of us are really tough on ourselves, not just about mistakes and not just about, humor versus seriousness, but I think a lot of us are really hard on ourselves in a lot of ways. We judge ourselves. We have that inner voice that needs to shut the hell up, that's just cruel or mean or criticizing of ourselves. And I don't think it's correct. I do it. I'm sure you all, some of you do it. Most of you probably do it because it's human to do that. It's not great, but we do it. And I'm just saying, let's try to move past that. I think we need to acknowledge, these things, and I think we need to try to move beyond them. I think we need to allow ourselves to just be human and imperfect. And I think if we let ourselves be human and imperfect, I think maybe we can be a little happier. Okay? And I know maybe this video might seem a little weird, that out of the blue I just came out like, let's talk about humor and mistakes and blah blah blah. Like, I guess this morning I just kind of, I don't know, I guess I just kind of felt like, I just had seen some things that I feel like not enough people let themselves just be people. And I'm going to admit, it irks me a little bit when people kind of, I don't know, kind of get lost in like certain things, like get lost in like the serious reverence. Like, reverence is great. It's nice to have a serious passion for what you believe, but you gotta know how to laugh, because I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe the higher powers, whatever you happen to believe in, if you connect with the whole deity concept, I believe that those powers know how to laugh. Trust me, they do. If higher powers didn't know how to laugh, for those of us that do connect with the deity God concept, then there would not be humor in the world. As for those of us that don't connect with the deity concept, look at it this way. Life is too damn short to walk around with a stick in your butt. What the hell? Why would anybody want to walk around all like, we gotta giggle, we gotta laugh, we gotta let ourselves be human, we gotta see other people as human and not like, oh, creatures of perfection. Because that's not what anybody is. Nobody's like a creature of perfection. Hell, I certainly am not. So, that's, I guess, my rant for today as I'm preparing my coffee. I hope that part of what I said may have some kind of, I don't know, reason to it. It's a little early yet for me, so I don't even know if I'm speaking logically. But my message for today, mainly about humor and mistakes, is laugh. Learn to laugh, and if you laugh already, then great, laugh more. But I really think that laughter is important. Happiness is important, to let a little bit of like silliness in. And we need to see ourselves as human, not like, I don't know, the facade. There's just this whole thing that people do where people just focus so much on facades, facades, little masks. Let's not try to be perfect, okay? Let's be ourselves. Because you know what? Facades, are bullshit. A lot of times, like, for example, the other day, I forget whose video. Oh, I think it was the Four Queens. I was watching the Four Queens video. And she was talking about, toxic comparison. And she was saying basically that we compare ourselves a lot to other people based on the images we see on social media. But see, social media, it's edited. You're seeing snapshots of their happiness. You're not seeing them entirely. So to compare yourself to that or to try to live up to an ideal like that is rather ridiculous and silly. What I'm trying to say is, like, people in general in society, I think people have this ideal to perfection, and no one's perfect. And we really have to, like, shut up our inner critics and not judge one another because, hey, our own inner critic is loud enough. I don't need someone from across the room shouting at me at where I'm supposedly going wrong, or what's wrong with me. You know what I mean? I think there's just no room in the world for that. That's just ridiculousness. So I think I've pretty much ranted all that I can rant, and like I said before, I think I hope I have made sense, and I'd love to hear what you think about this topic. If you could, hey, share your comments down below. Let me know how you think and feel about this, because I think a lot of people they just need to know, just laugh. It will be a great help to your spiritual evolution, laugh. And let yourself be human. And don't judge other people. And with that, blessed be an Ashe. I'll see you next time.